Now we discuss about the half range Fourier series. Already we have discussed about the full range. P is equal, that is 12. But when we talk about the half range, so in that case divide by 2. So what we are going to get? L. That means whenever we have given the question, so we will always compare with the 0 to L. And that is going to be what? Exactly half range. And in that case, we can determine the half range series whether it is sine series or cosine series. So let us see how we can determine the half range Fourier cosine and sine series. But previously we have shown that Fourier series of f of x for the interval p is equal to L, provided the interval is minus L to. So let us look at the first general formula of the Fourier series. A0 by 2 plus summation starting from 1 to infinite an cos n pi x by L plus bn sin n pi x by L. But here what was A0? A0 is equal 1 divided by L. But I am talking about the interval minus L to plus L. So I can assume that like that. An is equal 1 divided by L integration minus L to plus L fx into cos n pi x by L dx. And similarly Bn is equal 1 divided by L integration minus L to plus L fx into sin n pi x by L dx. And that was what exactly our Fourier coefficient. But if I assume that function f of x is equal even in the interval minus L to plus L, so what we can talk about the Fourier series? Already we have discussed all these things, but based on that we can determine the half range Fourier cosine and sine series. So let us look at here. Suppose that function is even. So in that case what you can represent? This can be written as 2 times L, 0 to L f of x dx. What about here? This function is even and cos function is also even. So product will be even. So 2 times L, 0 to L f of x into cos n pi x divided by L dx. And what about here? This is the even function, sine is odd, so product will be odd. So in that case our answer goes to 0. That means it will be 0. So our Fourier series becomes what? So what we can talk about Fourier series? F of x is equal a0 by 2 summation starting from 1 to infinite an cos n pi x by L, and bn is nothing but 0. But what we can say, a0 is equal to 2 divided by L integration, that is 0 to L f of x dx, and n is equal 2 divided by L integration, that is 0 to L f of x into cos n pi x divided by L dx. And this is what exactly our Fourier coefficient for the Fourier cosine series. That means this series is known as what exactly? Fourier cosine series, because only cosine terms are involved. This is cos terms, again this is cos terms is that. Therefore this is known as Fourier cosine series. So here in conclusion we can say that Fourier cosine series for the interval 0 to L can be expressed as f of x is equal a0 by 2 plus summation starting from 1 to infinite an cos n pi x by L, and where a0 is equal 2 divided by L 0 to L f of x dx, and an is nothing but 2 divided by L integration 0 to L f of x into cos n pi x by L dx. And this is known as Fourier cosine series. Now similarly, if function f of x is odd function in the interval minus L to plus L, so what will be a0, an and bn? So your function is nothing but odd function, limit look like minus L to plus L, so answer will be 0. What about here? This is the odd function, this is the even, so product will be odd function, so answer will be 0. But what about here? This is the odd function, sine function is odd, so product will be even, so 2 divided by L integration, that is 0 to L f of x into sin n pi x divided by L dx. So this is going to be bn. That when we put all these values in this series, so what we are going to get, f of x is equal a0 is nothing but 0, an is nothing but this is 0, an is equal 0, but we have only this one term, so we can say summation starting from 1 to infinite bn into sin n pi x divided by L. But here Bn is what exactly this one, and this is known as Fourier sine series. So half range sine series in the interval 0 to L can be expressed as f of x is equal summation starting from 1 to infinite Bn sine n pi x by L. Bn is nothing but 2 divided by L integration, that is 0 to L f of x into sine n pi x divided by L dx. After finding this Bn, if I replace here, so final answer will be required Fourier sine series. Now let's have a look at the first question. Find the half range sine series of the function pi minus x in the interval that is 0 to pi. So whenever half range is there, so always we will compare with 0 to L. So first we write compare given interval with the standard form, that is 0 to L. So what we are going to get, L is equal pi. But what we want to determine sine series, that means first let us assume that Fourier sine series of f of x be f of x is equal summation starting from 1 to infinite Bn sine n pi x by L. But Bn is equal 2 divided by L integration, that is 0 to L f of x into sine n pi x by L dx. But here L is equal pi. If I supposed to put L is equal pi here, integration 0 to pi. But f of x is equal what? That is pi minus x. And here L is equal pi. So pi will be cancelled out, and we get here pi minus x sine n x dx. So this is u and this is v. So when we apply Leibniz rule, so first u is there. Integration of sine, that is the minus cos n x divided by n. Derivative of the pi minus x, that is minus 1. Integration of cos is sine, but minus is already there, divide by n square, and then derivative of the minus 1, that is going to be 0 over 0 to pi. But when we put first limit x is equal pi, so this is going to be 0, and sine n pi, again it is going to be 0. Minus, when I put x is equal 0 here, so cos 0 is nothing but 1, so we get the minus 1 by n is there. But if I put x is equal 0, so what we are going to get, pi minus 0. But here sine 0 is nothing but 0, so we get this 0. So when we simplify, so we get 2 divided by pi minus minus plus. So pi divided by n is there, but when we simplify, so we are going to get Bn is equal 2 by n. So final Fourier sine series f of x is equal summation starting from 1 to infinite Bn sine n pi x divided by L. But L is equal pi, so we can eliminate this one, and finally what we are going to get, Bn is nothing but that is 2 divided by n sine n x, but summation starting from 1 to infinite, and that is known as what exactly, Fourier sine series. Now let's have a look at another question. Find half range Fourier cosine series of the function f of x is equal sin x over the interval that is 0 to pi. So first we compare with the interval 0 to L. So what we are going to get, L is equal pi. So whenever half range is there, so always we will keep in mind. So we get here L is equal pi, so just apply 2 divided by what was our a0, that is 2 divided by L interval that is 0 to L f of x dx. And when we put here L is equal pi, so we are going to get 2 divided by pi integration 0 to pi fx dx. But when we put fx is equal sin x, and after integrating we can get 4 divided by pi. But if I suppose to consider an, the formula says 2 divided by L, but L is equal pi, integration 0 to L, but L is equal pi, fx cos sin x dx, but fx is equal sin x. Sure, it is not possible to integrate directly, so in that case we have to use 2SC formula, that is s plus s. So in that case we can write first 2 times sin x into cos sin x dx, after that we apply this one. So first angle alpha plus beta will be here angle will be alpha minus beta. So sine of 1 alpha plus beta, alpha is nothing but 1, beta is nothing but n. So what we can say, sine 1 plus n x plus sine 1 minus n x dx. But when we integrate, so we get minus cos 1 plus n x divided by 1 plus n, and the same for this one. But when we put the limit, so we get this one, x is equal pi, and after that x is equal 0. But we know that cos n pi, so cos n pi is nothing but minus 1 raised to n. But if I suppose to mention that cos n plus 1 pi, so it will be what, minus 1 raised to whatever we have the coefficient, that will be as a power. So we can represent minus 1 raised to n plus 1. But again this can be written as minus 1 raised to n into minus 2. Ultimately we can say minus 1 raised to n into minus. But in the same way, suppose you have given that cos n minus 1 pi. So in that case what you can mention, minus 1 raised to n minus 1. But this can be written as what, minus 1 raised to n into minus 1 raised to minus 1. But this is what exactly? Minus 1 raised to n divided by minus 1. But this is same as minus into minus 1. But this is same as minus 1 raised to n, but minus is there. So we can say both will be what, exactly same, and that thing already we have shown here. So we get this one and same argument for here. So you can consider this way, otherwise you may assume that this one. So after putting all these value, we can find an is equal to divided by pi into minus 1 raised to n plus 1 divided by 1 minus n square. But provided that this index follow the natural number n, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. But if I put here n is equal to 1, so it is tends to be what, exactly infinite. That means this is valid for different from 1. That means we are going to consider n greater than 1. So this is not valid for n is equal to 1. So for that purpose we have to determine separately for n is equal to 1. That means we have to determine a1. So let us see, a1 is equal to divided by pi integration, that is 0 to pi fx cos x dx. But here f of x is nothing but sin x and cos is there. But we know that 2 times sin x into cos x is nothing but sin 2x. But when we integrate with respect to x, so we are going to get a1 is equal to 0. So now the Fourier cosine series of the function f of x is given by f of x is equal to a0 by 2 plus summation starting from 1 to infinite an cos nx. But if I put here a0 is equal to 4 divided by pi plus an is equal to 2 divided by pi minus 1 raised to n plus 1 divided by 1 minus n square cos nx. But summation starting from 2, because here this can be written as a1 cos x. Then we can represent n is equal to infinite an cos nx, but a1 is what, exactly 0, so we can say only this term will be there, but an is already we have. But when we expand this one, so what we are going to get, minus 2 divided by 3 cos 2x minus 2 divided by 15 cos 4x plus and so on. And this is what exactly our required Fourier cosine series of the function f of x is equal sin x with the interval that is 0 to pi. Now if we suppose to consider this question, find the half range Fourier sine series of f of x is equal e raised to x in the interval that is 0 to l. But sine series is there, that means we have to determine BL and we have to use this formula. After applying this formula, when we apply this one formula, so you have to determine A and B. So this is our A and this is the B. So when you apply this formula and after simplifying each and every step, you will get Dn is equal to this one, and when we put here, so what we are going to get, Fourier sine series. So in this chapter, finally we have discussed about the Fourier series. We have to solve the example which are the periodic function, although they are satisfied the Dirichlet condition, as well as if the function is discontinuous, still we have tried to represent its Fourier series. And after that, finally we have discussed about the half range Fourier cosine and sine series. Thank you.